Hey guys, Rupert the Rager here, and I, first off, am very sorry for not posting for about 5 days, but I've been catching up on my schoolwork, and I've decided that this would be the week that I actually get on my schoolwork. I get it done in plenty of time. I get it done well before the due date, and if anybody's in college, you'll understand. If anybody, watching this during college, you will get me. Or, maybe not college, maybe high school. You guys might have it a little different, but in college we have due dates for certain things, and trust me, you might think, oh, high school's so terrible, I got a test here, I got homework there. Trust me, it's nothing like college, okay? College, I gotta admit, a little more stressful. Anyway, but ignoring all that, that was just the reason I have not uploaded recently. Okay, so on to what I want to talk about today. Basically, I had the thought the other day. What if you could, not sue, but basically, what if you could get an apology from game creators that create bad games? That'd be awesome, right? But would it be fair, is my question. Basically, if you know anything about buyer beware, that is a law that was put into place to, pretty much just protect, merchants and companies and, what have you, businesses in general, basically, from being scrutinized on their content, or not their content, but on their wares, basically. And so if let's say, or buyers beware, if I bought something and it, messed up, or, like I say I bought a freaking mule cart, okay, let's say a little bit ways before, law and all that caught up, but let's say I buy a cart from somebody. They say the cart works fine, they built it to the specifications I wanted, and it works. Then, not an hour later, it breaks. By that law, not by buyers beware, but before buyer beware, I legally had the right to go back to him, question him on his, his craftsmanship, yada yada. Pretty much go on. If I wanted to, I could pretty much get into a fist fight with the guy. And I pretty much had the right to that. People didn't do it that way because it was business, but pretty much that's how it could have gone down if I wanted it to, because he sold me shoddy goods. But after buyers beware, it's basically, you got fucked. And there are plenty of warranties, for things breaking. Okay, but the breaking thing was probably not the best example. But basically, and there's plenty of laws against false advertising. I'm not talking about false advertising. I'm talking about advertising a game and then the customer being dissatisfied. But if anybody knows anything about games, GameStop. Okay, if you go to GameStop, you buy a pre-owned game. The pre-owned game, it has a full return rate. You can get all your money back for it in 7 days. Now, obviously, 7 days. Plenty of time to know if you don't like the game. Alright? Now, new games, I believe it's new games and products, can be returned within 30 days. Okay? That's fair. I will give you that. That's long enough to realize if you like a game or not. Now, where it gets complicated is bittersweet games. Games that you may enjoy, but at the same time hate. For me, that was Battlefield Hardline. It is good. It's a fun game. It's, exhilarating and all that, but at the end of the day, the bullshit in the game got to me too much. The inaccuracy that, you may have heard this in my other videos, but, that cops don't carry fragmentation grenades and incendiary devices. They don't carry those. They're not issued, not even SWAT. Hell, not even FBI SWAT teams carry shit like that. They carry breaching charges. That's about it. That's about it. A flashbang is about as much you're going to get out of the cop for a grenade. Okay? And, that's, and that's one thing. You're thinking, okay, it was just one thing. Just ignore it. Yada, yada. I did. For the longest time, I did. But it really didn't have a place in the game. For the theme of the game, the cops and robbers, that's cool. And it could have been, easy to let the criminals have grenades and Molotov cocktails. Let the cops have, these grenades called wasps. Or wasps, hornets' nests, bumblebees, whatever different departments have different names for them. Basically, it's a grenade full of rubber pellets, and you pull the pin, you chuck it either above the enemy's head, or roll it next to them, and it explodes with rubber pellets, and these rubber pellets go flying and leave welts on your body, it's pretty much like getting hit by, a paintball gun on steroids. And it hurts, and you drop to the ground, you're in intense agony, but, you're gonna live. It's 99.999% of the time not kill somebody. The one time I think it did kill somebody was maybe they were too close to it and it hit them in the face, I don't know. But, that could have been an easy fix. But back to what I was saying about buyer beware. Now, I believe I had the right to be to be told I was sorry, because I went in. Granted, I got the game late, but I went in, got the game, and when I had the money to, I bought the season pass, or premium as Battlefield calls it. But I bought that season pass from Battlefield, okay, just so I could get access to some of the guns and the gear and the maps. The maps in Battlefield suck anyway. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. The maps in Battlefield are not that great. They're a little more thought could be put into them. But yeah, I went in. I got the season pass. Why? Because I wanted this gear and I wanted these these things. I wanted the guns. I wanted the gear. I wanted the new things that they brought with the DLC. And that's all well and good. But afterwards, after playing for too long, I got fatigued. I guess the best word would be, I got fatigued, I got pissed off way too much that game. That game got under my skin with some of the stuff it did. And to the point where I caught my friends on occasions just doing glitches, not purposely trying to do them, but they just happened to be crouching, and when they tried to move while crouching, instead of just crouch walking, it would it would slide them around in crouched pose. They would be pose crouching, but it would not move their legs when they moved. They would go basically like this. They would just be like, they're kneeling like this, and then they're just wee 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 wee. They're not, their legs aren't moving. They're just wee 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 wee. And it's ridiculous. Even when you jump, it doesn't fix it. It doesn't do that. And you'd have to stand up to fix the problem. That's not a big deal. Another thing, we're playing, Striker, gets shot. Luckily, there's a friendly medic dude that comes and revives him. He's the real MVP. Good job, Blu-ray. But, oh god, what happened when he got revived was insanity. His body started sliding around. On my screen, his body was sliding around. He was laying on the ground, and his, dead body was sliding around, but he said he was up, and then, boop, he was up. Just magically stopped itself. And that, I feel, is fair to say, that deserves an apology. I paid not only $40, or I may have gotten $30, because I got a pre-owned copy, which was not $40, it was more like $38, and then it was like $35 with my GameStop PowerUp rewards, whatever. And yeah, it was closer to $30. Okay, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's $30. I don't have the receipt in front of me, but let's say it's $30. Okay, $30 for this game. And I didn't draw a full 60. But then I went home and I got the season pass. I got the fucking season pass. That's $80 into that game. And still dissatisfied. I was so dissatisfied, I fucking sold it before the rest of the DLC was out. So, I feel, this is my personal opinion, I feel that I'm entitled to look, I don't even know the names of the developers, at that studio. I don't even know the names, but basically I should be able to look the head developer or the head dude in charge in the eye and go, what the fuck? Why are you doing this to me? I've been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 3, okay? Battlefield 3, good game. I'll say great game, because Battlefield 3 was pretty damn good. It was pretty on par. Battlefield 4, pretty okay. I met some friends on there. It was a good time. Siege of Shanghai, the skyscraper come down, the Levolution was amazing. Then I played after the glitches, so maybe there's some other people out there who are pissed off over Battlefield 4. I personally enjoyed it for a time. Then I got rid of it, because that's when I got Advanced Warfare, and god, don't get me started on that game. But I had something else to play, and I got rid of Battlefield 4, and I was just done. Then I got Hardline, because I was like, hey, cops and robbers stuff. The story was okay. It was pretty nostalgic of Law and Order, and, good old cop drama. That's cool. I felt it lacked a little bit of context, but that was cool. Then the multiplayer was pretty on point. It was pretty fun and exhilarating. But after months and months of this game, I got to a point where I could not play it anymore. I would get pissed off. I would just, rant and scream at my television, and because of the stupid things in the game that didn't work properly, And I'm not claiming false advertising. Everything the game advertised, it did. That's not what I'm upset about. It advertised high-speed car chases and advertised explosive gameplay, and that was delivered. But what was not delivered was my satisfaction. I was satisfied for about 5 seconds. After that, hey, fuck you, we got your $80, what do we care, right? And that is what I believe I'm entitled to, is an apology from these developers, If there was a bad game, the developer, and if there was a consensus enough to where millions of people, like at least, let's say there's, X amount of people dissatisfied with the game. Like, let's say 50% of your fan base. If 50% of your fan base is bashing on your game, not for glitches, not for bugs, not for things that are fixable, but for the fact that the game does not satisfy them, the company should have to just tweet out real quick or email or something, okay? Make some kind of public apology that the game sucked. Tell them, sorry guys, that sucked. Maybe come up with some apologetic DLC. Maybe come up, not like a full map pack or anything, or, depending on what kind of game it is, but maybe some new skin that everybody gets that's an apology, or something like that. It would be lackluster, but it's the idea, it's the thought that counts. It's the symbolism of that, is that they are apologizing for their game sucking, basically. And that's pretty much just my opinion on it, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys have a different opinion, if you think that's just buyer beware and I got fucked, that I... but this happened with many games. I mean, Destiny and, Evolve and Destiny, Evolve, Hardline, even Advanced Warfare got to a point where I said, no more. I can't play this. I played Hardline. I am a COD fanboy. I love COD. Okay? I love that series. It's cool. I like it. It fills my first-person shooter needs, okay? It's, people say it's the same game every year. I'm not even going to get on the COD same game every year discussion with you guys right now. That's a whole video in itself. But I like COD, and yet I would play Battlefield over COD. That's how bad Advanced Warfare got. And I feel like I am owed an apology for some of this stuff. I just feel burned, basically. I mean, like I said, if you guys disagree with me, feel free to voice your opinions in the comments. Tell me where I'm wrong. Please form an intelligent argument, though, if you're going to say something. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not trying to tell you can't comment, bad or anything. If you want to comment bad, that's fine. Just if you're going to make an argument, please have it be intelligent, and please have it counter one of my points, and specifically pick one of these points I've made. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go probably play Rocket League and listen to Spotify and scream at my TV. That's probably how my night's gonna go, because it's 11:30 now, and I've got school tomorrow, and it's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I got all kinds of running around I gotta do. But anyway, guys, Reaper the Rager, signing off.